Hello, guys. It's Ruth. Welcome back to Struggling Christians in this month of March. I hope, it's so funny how, right now, we've literally gotten to, a quarter of the year. Can you guys imagine how fast it has gone? It's just running. The year is running. If you agree with me, let me know. Well, so for this month on Struggling Christians, we have a very exciting topic, something that everyone likes to talk about. Or maybe not everyone, but most people. Dating today. So, honestly, I'm not going to lie. Before I go into this topic, I'm going to be very frank with you guys. As at the point where I sat down with my mastermind group and we came up with the stuff or the angle that we're going to go with this topic, I would honestly say that my mind, I was in a different space then in terms of what I think about dating, and the ideologies I had. But right now, I'm so glad I waited till now to record this because I'm at a different wavelength, honestly. I don't know about you. So, what comes to mind when you say dating? Let me just read this Bible verse for you first. Songs of Solomon 2:7. It says, "Promise me never to awaken love before it is ready." I repeat, promise me never to awaken love before it is ready. I will allow you guys deep that. Sink that in, and then let's go back to dating. So dating, in my opinion, what is dating? Back then I would have thought, it's something similar to getting into a relationship, getting to know the person, and thinking, just getting to know someone. On an average level, that's what I thought dating was. But I would say now I'm of the opinion that, hey, dating, to be fair, dating is not something that is wrong because it's not governed by the scriptures. There's nothing, dating is not a scriptural principle. So, we can't necessarily say that from a religious point of view, this is what dating is. However, as believers, there are certain parts and principles that are embedded in the Word of God that should guide us when we decide to date. So when we decide to date right now, if I'm going to say I'm dating someone, it means I'm looking to be with that person for the long term, with the possibilities of getting married. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I think when I say dating now. Let's be very, very clear. So what this podcast is going to do is just touch on some small parts, my little 2 cents as I usually give you around dating. What are the basics for me? Well, the first and foremost, the important thing is, what's your reason for dating? Are you dating just to see how it goes? Are you dating to mark a register? Are you dating to improve your status? Are you dating for the package, for the public, whatever? You want people to see that you're dating this person? Or are you dating for the possibility of getting married? Now, if your purpose is not sensible and guided by God, you better stay far away from dating because clearly it's not for you. It really is not for you, and that's the honest truth. If you're being honest with yourself, it is not for you, at least not yet. Now, the second important thing is loving yourself and being comfortable in your own skin. It is so important. You cannot overemphasize it. That's why you see people going into something and they don't even have their own identity. You don't know. Have you guys ever been in a situation where you're with someone, but literally you cannot see yourself outside being with that person? You completely forget who you used to be. At the same time, you don't even know where you're headed. Where you're headed is where that person is headed. And I understand when two people come together, you have to come like with the direction together. But what makes that union beautiful is the uniqueness of those two people. Like this person is their own person, this person is their own person, and then they're coming and they're making magic. But guess what? If you don't even know who you are, you're just going to be a shadow of another person in a relationship. If you don't love yourself enough, do not pair yourself with another person. Like it's like a lot of people are incomplete. I mean, forgive my language, but that's the honest truth. A lot of people are incomplete, and they're looking for someone to complete them. And that is not the job of a man or a woman in your life. Like, nobody can complete you. The only person that can ever complete you is God. It's the love of God. But if you're looking, like what someone can do in your life is amplify that which that you already have in you. So it's possible that someone can come in your life and make you see potentials for yourself and make you, maybe a little more focused, a little more ambitious, a little more productive. But they cannot complete you. They cannot fill up the hole that you feel in your heart. It's only Jesus that can do that for you. So if you're looking for someone to do that for you, I'm sorry. Or if that's the reason why you're dating someone, then you've missed road. That's all I can say. Like, it's a case of, like, come on. It's a case of like broken meets broken, because let's be very clear, the person that you're going to go and meet is probably not complete themselves. So incomplete meets incomplete is going to be what? Like, you guys are just going to be broken together. Like, it's like, and it's so important. This self-discovery thing is so important. You need to deal with that. You need to know who you are. You need to be formidable as an individual before you can live and enjoy a fulfilled relationship. You have to be properly single. You have to be singled out so that you can know your own. Like, you have to be fulfilled on your own as a person, because like, what's the point of going into a relationship if you have nothing to give? If you are not going to make an impact, if you just want to keep feeding off and leeching off that person, like, two coming together is supposed to be better. It's not just supposed to be a version of one. Do you understand what I'm saying? And guys, let me tell you something. Me, I'm at that space where I'm single. Like, I don't think anybody can be more single than I am. Like, I'm single, and I keep finding out a lot of things about myself. Like, I keep discovering, wow, this is that. You need this time. Everyone needs this time. You need to know who you are and whose you are. In this space of discovering yourself, you are God's child. Like, nobody, you should not merge yourself with anybody that makes you feel any less of that. Like, you cannot, like, if you don't understand whose you are in the wrong place. Because some people get treated in like horrible ways. Because if you know that you're the daughter of a king, why can you don't talk to me anyhow, please? No, because I know where I'm coming from. I know who my father is, and I know that my father loves me so much that he wouldn't even, like, this you coming into it's my own doing. It's not his. Like, it's mine. So that self-discovery is very important, guys. I hope that we all key into that. And the last but not the least is the level of relationship you have with the Holy Spirit. This is very important when you decide to go on and date someone. If you're deep in there with God, it's very unlikely for you to fail. And guess what? Even when you fail, even when you allow your flesh get the better of you, where you see that, oh yeah, fine boy, and you start to say, but legit, you know that he has nothing to give to you, like upstairs, manner-wise and all that. Even if you do fail, God will always be there. So long as you have that consistent, close-knitted relationship with him, he will be there to pull you. He will be there to comfort you. He will be there to hold your hands even when you're going through what you shouldn't be going through. Because a lot of times, a lot of things that happen to us are our own doing. Let's take that. The Holy Spirit is willing and ready to lead you. in line with making your decision with who you want to date, who you want to spend the rest of your life with, the Holy Spirit is always there. I mean, I'm not a marriage counselor or a dating specialist or nothing like that. I'm just telling you from my own personal experience how the Holy Spirit has dealt with me and how I've evolved in the sort of relationships and, you know, the kind of people that I've dated over time, and how it has an impact on me. And listen, let's go back to Songs of Solomon 2:7 that I said at the beginning of this podcast, guys. Here, Solomon was pleading, and he said, promise me never to awaken love before it is ready. I left that till the end because you need to consider that. Are you ready? All these things I've said, the reason why you're going into a relationship, self-discovery, your level of relationship, or with the Holy Spirit, are those things ticked in your life? I feel like those are the basics, and if those things are in check, then you can be able to answer if you are ready. Otherwise, Solomon, a really, 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 really wise man, is advising you never to awaken love before it is ready. So, a word is enough for the wise. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. Please let me know your own opinions on dating, what you think, how you go about it, what comes to your mind, what do you look out for in a partner, what are your guidelines to dating. Let's converse, let's talk, let's share views. Thank you so much for listening this month, and please, as you can already imagine, the video for this episode for this month is going to be amazing, because I have 2 diverse views and 2 amazing guests that come and just blow our mind concerning dating. So please try not to miss it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.